Most people don't struggle with money because they're irresponsible. They struggle because their money system asks too much of them. If you've ever started a budget with good intentions, tracked everything for a few weeks, and then quietly stopped, this video is for you. Not because you failed, but because the system failed you. Most people blame themselves in that moment. They assume they lack discipline or motivation. But the truth is, most money systems are designed for an ideal version of you, not the real one who gets busy, tired, distracted, or overwhelmed. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up a simple money system that actually works in real life, even when you're busy, tired, stressed, or not thinking about money at all. This isn't about perfection. It's about building something you can actually stick to for years, not weeks. And before we get into it, if you want more calm, practical money systems like this, the kind that reduce stress instead of adding to it, you may want to subscribe. This channel is all about simplifying money so it works in real life, not just on paper. Most money advice assumes you'll always be motivated. It assumes you'll track every dollar, categorize every purchase, make perfect decisions, think about money every day, and stay disciplined forever. But real life doesn't work like that. People don't fail with money because they don't care. They fail because their system relies on constant effort, and constant effort leads to decision fatigue. When you're forced to make dozens of money decisions every week, eventually your brain looks for ways to avoid them. Decision fatigue turns into avoidance. Avoidance turns into stress. And stress is what makes money feel heavy instead of empowering. A good money system doesn't require you to be good with money. It doesn't rely on willpower or motivation. It works around human behavior instead of fighting it. Here's the core idea everything in this video is built on. Your money system should work on your worst week, not your best one. If it only works when you're focused, motivated, organized, and optimistic, it's not a system. It's a project. Simplicity creates consistency. Consistency creates stability. And stability is what actually builds wealth over time, even if progress feels slow at first. So let's walk through a simple 4-part money system designed to remove friction instead of adding it, one that runs quietly in the background of your life. The first part is having one main spending account. This is where most people overcomplicate things right away. Multiple checking accounts, dozens of categories, constant transfers, and complicated rules. All of that creates mental clutter. Instead, keep it simple. All of your income goes into one main checking account. All of your everyday spending comes out of that same account. This gives you a clear picture of your cash flow without needing to track every single dollar. You can see whether money is building up or shrinking, and that's often all the information you need. You don't need to know where every dollar went. You need to know whether your system is working overall. This creates clarity without obsession and awareness without anxiety. The second part of the system is automation, and this is where most systems succeed or fail. Anything important should happen automatically. That includes savings, bills, and minimum debt payments. If it matters to your future, it shouldn't depend on memory or motivation. When money moves automatically, emotion is removed from the process. You don't decide whether to save. You don't debate whether to pay a bill now or later. The system handles it before you ever see the money. Automation turns good intentions into default behavior. It quietly protects you from yourself on busy or stressful weeks. And this one change alone can dramatically reduce financial stress. If this already feels simpler than what you've tried before, that's intentional. This channel is built around systems that actually work in real life. And if that approach feels useful to you, subscribing makes sense. The third part of the system is one simple savings setup. A lot of people think more savings accounts equals more control. In reality, it often creates more anxiety and more second-guessing. Instead of 10 different buckets, start with one main savings account and clear rules for how it's used. Think in broad purposes: emergency buffer, short-term needs, and future flexibility. You can mentally label the money without physically separating everything. The goal here isn't micromanagement. The goal is confidence, knowing you have a buffer without constantly moving money around. A simple saving system makes it easier to stay consistent, and consistency matters far more than perfect allocation. The fourth and final part is a weekly 5-minute check-in. This is the only manual part of the system, and it's intentionally small. Once a week, spend a few minutes looking at your account balance, upcoming bills, and anything unusual. That's it. No spreadsheets, no daily tracking, no guilt. Just awareness. Most people avoid money because it feels overwhelming or emotionally charged. This short check-in keeps you connected without stress and prevents small issues from quietly becoming big ones. Now let's talk about why this system actually sticks when so many others fail. First, it reduces decision fatigue. You're not constantly choosing what to do with your money. Second, it doesn't rely on motivation. The system runs whether you are inspired or exhausted. Third, it adapts to real life. Busy weeks don't break it. And most importantly, it builds consistency automatically. Consistency is more powerful than discipline, and simple systems make consistency inevitable. There are a few common mistakes you'll want to avoid if you want this to work long-term. Don't over-optimize too early. You don't need advanced strategies right now. Don't copy someone else's system exactly. Your system should match your life, your income, and your priorities. And don't confuse complexity with progress. More rules don't mean better results. Money basics done consistently beat complex strategies done briefly. Here's what happens when you stick to a simple money system long enough. Stress decreases, decisions become easier, confidence grows. Over time, stability creates freedom. Wealth isn't built by constant optimization or chasing perfect strategies. It's built by calm, repeatable habits that compound quietly in the background of your life. This system isn't exciting, and that's exactly why it works. If this video helped you feel more calm about money, that's a good sign. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to become someone else. You just need a system that runs quietly in the background. In the next video, I'll show you how to optimize the same system as your income grows without adding stress or complexity. If you want to see that, subscribe. And if this was useful, a like helps more people find calm, practical money advice. Thanks for watching.